Hello everyone, this is Soumya and I'm doing the news analysis for 7th December 2021. The first news states that India signs military deals with Russia, raises unprovoked aggression from China. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh addressed the 2 plus 2 dialogue where Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, and Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu are also participating. India had faced unprovoked aggression on its northern borders for more than a year, said Defense Minister Rajnath Singh on Monday during the first ever India Russia 2 plus 2 dialogue. Here, both sides renewed the military technical cooperation agreement for another 10 years till 2031 and also signed the deal for the manufacture of AK 203 assaults rifles and defense officials said. I had the opportunity to discuss in detail the emerging challenges India is confronted with and the enhanced requirement of India for closer military to military technical collaboration with Russia. The pandemic, the extraordinary militarization and expansion of armament in our neighborhood, and unprovoked aggression on our northern border since early summer of 2020 has thrown in several challenges, said Mr. Singh, addressing the 2 plus 2 dialogue where Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, and Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu are also participating. Mr. Singh sought greater engagement in Central Asia and the Indian Ocean region during the talks. Moving on to the next news. Myanmar court sentences ousted leader Suu Kyi to 4 years in prison. The ruling is the first in a series of cases brought against the 76-year-old Nobel laureate since the army seized power on February 1. A special court in Myanmar's capital sentenced the country's ousted leader San Suu Kyi to 4 years in prison on Monday after finding her guilty of incitement and violating coronavirus restrictions, a legal official said. The sentencing was the first in a series of cases in which the 76-year-old Nobel laureate is being prosecuted since the army seized power on February 1, preventing her National League for Democracy party from starting a second 5-year term in office. Moving forward, Air India owes rupees 2350 crore to AAI, SpaceJet rupees 185 crore. Some airlines have defaulted on clearance of their dues. Minister of State for Civil Aviation VK Singh informed RS in a written response. Air India and SpaceJet have outstanding dues of rupees 2350 crore and rupees 185 crore respectively to the Airports Authority of India. As on September this year, Minister of State for Civil Aviation VK Singh said on Monday. Moving on to the next news. Will Omicron infect kids below 5 years in India? Here's what experts say. In a big sigh of relief to thousands of parents, microbiologist Dr. Soumitra Das said that Omicron, the new variant of coronavirus, may not infect children in other countries the way it is affecting kids in South Africa. The previous waves of coronavirus had majorly hit the adults, but South African health officials had raised concern asserting that the new strain of COVID 19 is increasing hospitalization among children under 5 years of age. However, Das said that Indian exposures to infectious diseases are different from those in foreign countries. Speaking exclusively to News 18, the microbiologist said it would be speculative to predict if Omicron would in fact impact Indians the way it's impacting in South Africa or in any other countries. We need to understand that the misuse system of individuals, their eating habits, the strength of the body in terms of previous exposure to infections, apart from host genomics, plays an important role in determining the working of any virus. Moving forward, Two infants hospitalized in Brazil after getting Pfizer shots by mistake. Two newborns in Brazil were given coronavirus vaccine shots by mistake and had to be hospitalized, Brazilian media report. A 2-month-old girl and a 4-month-old boy were given a Pfizer shot against COVID 19 instead of a combination immunizing agent against diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, and hepatitis B, the UOL media outlet said on Sunday. The Pfizer vaccine caused a severe reaction in both infants and they had to be hospitalized. The nurse who administered the vaccines was temporarily suspended and an administrative investigation is underway. The Pfizer vaccine has been cleared for children as young as 5 in multiple countries. Brazil's health regulator Avança approved the Pfizer or BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine for children over 12 years of age in June. Moving forward, half of India's adult population fully vaccinated. PM says important to keep up momentum. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya said on December 6th that over 50% of India's eligible adult population is now fully vaccinated against COVID 19. With over 50% of the country's eligible adult population now fully vaccinated against COVID 19, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on December 10 said the inoculation drive has crossed another important milestone and it is important to keep this momentum going to straighten the fight against the pandemic. Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya said on December 6 that over 50% of India's eligible adult population is now fully vaccinated against COVID 19. The cumulative vaccine doses administered in the country has exceeded 127.61 crore. India's vaccinated drive crosses another important milestone. Important to keep this momentum to strengthen the fight against COVID 19, Mr. Modi tweeted, tagging Mandaviya's tweet on the milestone. Moving forward, asking for change in Karnataka buses can land you behind bars for 3 years. The Northwestern Karnataka Road Transport Corporation has put up poster in all its buses that asking for change may be treated as interruption of duty of a public servant and if found guilty the law will impose 3 years of imprisonment. NWKRTC covers 6 districts and has 8 divisions, which is across 4,428 villages of the state. While traveling on public transport, clash of words over change between commuters and transport staff is nothing new. The non availability of certain denominations of currency flares up heated arguments, which has often led to issues like stopping of buses for hours. Fed up of all these repeated scenarios, NWKRTC decided to put up 3 posters across all its buses. Moving on to the next news, 6 crypto coins gain up to 5,605% in a day. The global cryptocurrency market on December 6 Tuesday continued its downward trajectory, carrying forward losses incurred during the weekend as traders looked away from the industry over fears of the Omicron variant of COVID 19. Amid the new variant threat, investors looked to invest in safer assets such as gold rather than going for the riskier ones like cryptocurrency. The next news is about film. Actors Gurmeet Chowdhury and Sana Khan are soon going to work together on a project. Telechecker.com has been at the forefront when it comes to bringing exclusive content from the world of television, Bollywood, and the OTT medium. Today, we bring to you yet another piece of exclusive news from the world of entertainment. Now, we have exclusively learned that actors Gurmeet Chowdhury and Sana Khan will come together for a music video. The details about the song are yet to be disclosed. The video will be directed by director Ashish Panda and produced by T Series. On the work front, Gurmeet Chaudhary has already appeared in music videos like Bedadi Se Pyar Ka, Barsat Ki Dun, and Maza in the past. Well, it is surely going to be exciting to see what the song will be like. And the last news for the day is Money Heist Part 5 Volume 2 review. Big Bella Seo to the professor and his crew in the explosive series finale. In the final episodes of the iconic bank heist series Money Heist, La Casa de Papel, we bid a teary farewell to our favorite bank robbers in red. So don't hold back tears and be sure to yell at the screen. Thank you so much.